Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. We this is the Zone Sports Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get y'all some energy. I'm Big V, by the way. That's the guy Corey. He never telling the same old tired story. You know what I mean? So, man, we gotta just jump right into it, man. I'm
Yeah.
surprised that you coming on this podcast in your Lakers attire right now, Corey. I really am. I'm almost disgusted with you, man. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
lie to you, Corey. I'm not. This is not easy on the eyes to even fathom this thought of you wearing a Magic Johnson jersey. And
Yeah.
shout out to Magic Johnson, one of the sickest in the game ever. You know what I mean? No pun intended, by the way. Either. Yeah.
No doubt. It's gonna be that type of pod. Okay. Okay.
Nah, nah,
I'm just checking for myself.
nah,
Jesus
nah,
Christ, man.
nah, man. I really meant, when never mind, man. But yo, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it don't even matter if you've been under a rock, because this news found you the same way it found us. Let's just jump right into it, man. Anthony Davis to the Mavs, Luka Doncic to the Lakers. Snuck it out in the wee hours of the Sunday morning. I woke up around about 5:45 because my body is programmed at this point, y'all, to just wake up around 5 a.m. That's the time I'm normally at the gym. My body wakes up around 4:20-ish. And if I'm not going to the gym, I just, shut it all the way back down, but Monday through Friday, I'm normally no, Tuesday through Friday, I'm normally at the gym 5 a.m. So I wake up at 5 a.m., go back to sleep, wake up again about close to 6 o'clock, see my YouTube notifications going off for ESPN, and I see this news of the trade. Couldn't believe it. I just knew YouTube had got broken or hacked by this or something. I can't fathom it. It was true. Ladies and gentlemen, by now you know it's true. It was true. This was true, man. Um, I text Corey early in the morning before he even got up. Yo, dog, this is insane. This is insane. You know, I got a lot of thoughts on this, Corey. Um, we don't. Nobody knows where it came from. Pause. Nobody. LeBron wasn't notified. AD was notified. Hell, they said AD didn't play in the game against the Knicks Saturday night because he got the word that, hey, big dog, salute, but go that way. They said LeBron got the news after the game. He out to eat with his family in New York at dinner. He get the news. You know, and what really make it so bad is AD just came out his mouth and said, yo, I think we need another five. Because if I can get back to my fourth spot, that's where I'm most comfortable at. Rob Palinka heard that and said, hey, yo, big dog, salute. We'll holler at you, though, big dog. We'll holler at you. Now, not only did we throw in the towel for this season, which, by the way, we were a couple games out of third place.
Yeah.
If y'all were thinking that Luka Doncic and LeBron was going to save the season, you're fucking stupid. It's over. It's over. Yo, we just got rid of the guy that was leading our team in points, rebounds, and blocks. I want to say that again, one more time,
For the people in the back.
for the people that might be at work and might have some bad, like somebody, I got a couple people that listen to us over and the UPS and all that. Shout out to my UPS folks, you know what I mean?
Salute.
Wax, what up? Salute to all the
What up?
postal workers out there, postal workers and all that. Salute, salute. But yeah, y'all might have some noise in the back, but we just got rid of our guy who led us in points, rebounds, and blocks. This guy has been damn near a walking 25 and 10. Damn near triple double, Corey. Really, if we talking for real, every night. He's been giving us some of his best basketball, Corey, since he was on the Pelican. When him and my man Boogie Cousins was getting in. Salute to Boogie Cousins wherever he at in the world. But yo, I almost blew a gasket seeing this trade go down, Corey. It still don't sit right with me. Everybody want to be like, oh, yo, man, you getting Luka. He crazy with it. His game is 2K like. He be scoring, doing all these. When they, this thing, cool, when they talk to me about Luka, they want to do all these funny motions and oh, he get busy. Like, yo, dog, yo. First of all, calm your body language down. First and foremost. Second of all, I wish that Luka would move like this when he playing defense, cause maybe I would be more excited. Luka, you ain't low, dog. You don't play no fucking defense. You just don't. You stink. We've came on this podcast last finals when you was in there and talking about how Tatum was scorching your ass and you was back arguing with the refs. You are getting more known for bitching than basketball. You are. And the Mavs, y'all can say what y'all want to. Yo, y'all know y'all was tired of that nigga bitching. Y'all saw the finals. Y'all was tired of it. Y'all was tired of every fucking night he get on that court, he don't play no D, and he talk shit to the refs. Yeah, he gonna I know he gonna give you 30 and 45 some nights. But guess just imagine where he could take it if he played D. And oh, by the way, got in basketball shape for crying out loud. Like, yo, dog, I was talking to my mom. I said, yo, mom, she said, yo, they saying Luka is out of basketball shape. I said, yo, mom, look at him. He has to be one of the heaviest point guards I've ever seen in my 41 years of living in the NBA. You think about point guards, think about who we talking about. Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, sometimes even Steph Curry. I mean, what we talking about? Allen Iverson, Spud Webb, Trey Young. Ain't none of these guys the size of Charles Barkley. But Luka, what we talking about? You not listen. If he was a chisel, LeBron S type, wouldn't be no problems. But you're not, dog. You're not. You look like a liar. You not even you look. You are a liability on defense. Like yo, the Mavs can say what they want to, man. I know one of the reasons I think anyway, well they got rid of him was definitely because he be bitching too much, man. I met I dog, great offensive player. But I'm never trading my guy who's one of our best two-way players, not only our best in the league, one of our best two-way players in the league, for a guy who can't even hardly get back on defense. What we talking about? Like I don't understand for the life of me. Like I mean, what is the age difference? AD 31. Luka about to be 25. Well, he is 25, going to 26 range. I don't know. They saying this is a play for after LeBron leaves. Okay. Well, what happened to this is the problem I have with that. Corey, the Lakers organization have lost their balls. Like I want we somebody might have to call the police and maybe put out an APB on Rob Pelinka's nuts. Pause. That may have to be. They're missing. They're missing. They're missing. Corey, this is not the Laker way. What are we talking about? Corey, I cannot name a time where the Lakers have not had a historic big man. What the fuck are we doing? Dog, we talking about from Kareem to Shaq. Hell, Even Dwight Howard, say what you want to, he was the reason why we got that chip back in 2020. You shitting me right now?
Yeah.
What? And now we have Jackson Hayes.
Got Jackson Hayes.
Corey, you know, that's a lot I could say, but I think that just speaks volumes right there on that note. That we no longer have Anthony Davis as our big man, but we have Jackson Hayes. Corey, what are your thoughts on this matter, man?
I am a little bit more optimistic than you are, but
Mm,
not by much. Not by much. And I disagree. I think the Lakers are getting the team back. So I want to rewind this a little
okay.
here with Rob Pelinka. I'm like you. I was shocked. My phone was on Do Not Disturb. I ain't wake up to about 9:45, whatever. You and Key texted me. I was like, yo, wait, what? Shams got hacked. Wait, what? Time out. My wife is like, hey, yo, you heard? Heard what? Like all this stuff, right? So I want to backtrack because I think this is the Lakers getting their team back. I think for this season, I'm kind of mid on what happened. I'm mid. I'm not jumping out the window. Now I'm a rider. Pause. I mean, I'm not going to abandon my team, even though I don't agree on decisions that they make. It's part of my DNA at this point. So I'm always right. But I think one of the things that a few of the things I didn't like I didn't like when Westbrook came to the Lakers. We've done podcasts about that. You know my thoughts about that. We know your thoughts about that. We know that was either LeBron or AD driven, or if not both. I thought that was a bad move, and look who was right on that. Things do kind of work out because at the same token, LeBron brought Anthony Davis over to the Lakers. Hey, got a championship. It worked. Ta-da! And my thing is I have trepidation about this because what do Dallas know that we don't know? Or what do the Lakers know and they're just hoping doesn't happen? And here's what I mean by that. We saw last year, if I'm not mistaken, it was a game during the finals, or it may have been the Western Conference Finals. I forget. But anyway, Dallas had just won. And Luka is in the back drinking a beer. Like he brings a beer, and one of the coaches or GMs or somebody takes the beer away from him. And I'm like, yo, that's kind of wild because it's like you ain't win the championship yet. You're still in the middle of the series. Can we hold off on the brew until at least the series is over with?
In fairness to him, though, I heard that after it's part of his culture to drink beer after every game.
And that was going to be my next thing. So is this a cultural issue where we just don't understand? We being Americans, we being the NBA culture and or fan. But I tell you what, the optics on that just look off, right? And then you look at the weight where it was, reported by multiple sources that he was hitting around 260, 270 coming into the season.
I don't know if
Like,
I
I
don't
don't know if
know.
I
I don't
believe.
know if I believe that either.
We're just recapping what
Yeah,
has
what they
been
say.
reported allegedly
Right.
um, on that. All we do know is that he has a lot of maturing to do, right? And I feel like this. I feel like this move is going to hurt us this season. I do. I do. Like you just stated earlier eloquently. We was a few games out of third place. And I get it. We're the Lakers. We own the West. We are the West, right? But the trajectory that we was going prior to leading up to this was kind of like, yo, man, if we could mess around and get Laurie Marketing from Utah, a 5, that AD was requesting, not that he was requesting him, but he did say 5. And Laurie, if I'm not mistaken, he's available for trade. Haven't heard anything. We'll know more about 3:30 p.m. Thursday. So I was thinking that was going to be the move because Big V, I've My wife teased me a whole lot about JJ Redick because we know I can't stand this guy, for obvious reasons. Dookie, it was alleged that he dropped the M-bomb on a black person 10, 12 years ago, whatever, allegedly. So you got all that going on. But that aside, he's still a Dookie. So I'm just like, oh, okay. I don't think he deserved to get the coaching job or whatever. A lot of people don't think Bronny needs to be there. Okay, got it. So that's a wash. So my wife would tease me and she'll be like, hey, your boy JJ Redick, man, he got y'all up in, he got y'all looking right. I said, well, time out. Dolphin Ham had us looking right roughly around the same time last year. So let's hold off. I say, you know what? If we don't do any play-ins and he gets into a straight-up playoff spot, then I will begin to do my little golf clap for Mr. Redick. Okay? But be that as it may, things happen, and I'm just not sure if this is the move. So let's get back to discipline, right? I think you remember when Kyrie went there being Dallas a few years ago. It did not work in the middle of the season. Some was even calling it a mistake. And then it got cleared up like a year or two later. And I just felt like we was maybe a piece or two away, i.e. getting a Lauri Markkanen and getting that 5 that kind of helped space the floor so AD don't have to go down and basically play the 5. I actually thought we was looking really good this year, Big V. I was really thinking that, you know what? A finals appearance would not be out of the question.
Yeah.
And our big bad nemesis known as the Denver Nuggets, they ain't the Denver Nuggets no more. Not this year. Not right now as of this recording. They're still good. They're still going to hit the playoffs. I'm not saying nothing crazy about that. Yes, they're still in 4th place. And I get what the numbers are. They're technically above us right now. Number 4 and we're number 5. But I'm telling you, I watched some of them Denver games. That game flow ain't quite what it was. Jamal Murray ain't quite, KCP, if I'm not mistaken, he's not there anymore. He's in Sacramento, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I always looked at it like, if we could get past Denver, we could get out the West. Oh, well, you're going to get smoked by OKC. No, not so fast, my friend. We've always matched up good against OKC. And I'm not saying that we will win or lose, but don't let that be the team that say, oh, y'all ain't going to get past them, right? Like I respect OKC. Yeah. I'm not worried about them yet. Number 2 is Memphis. I'm not worried about Memphis. Number 3, Houston. I'm not worried about Houston. I'm not. Those are relatively young teams that I think that we could have taken. Now, let's move on to the present. Dude, I think if we make the play-in, we're going to be lucky because you just said, I'm going to echo exactly what you just said, Big V. Anthony Davis, man. And you talked about Anthony Davis. You ain't even bring up my guy, Max Christie, who is an excellent defensive paralysis type of player. He's gone. Yeah. He's out the door. AD's out the door. Max Christie's out the door. I'm talking about, I like to give my people nicknames. I call him Super Max. Not saying he deserves a Super Max, but his name's Max. That just worked with me. He's a hell of a good player. And I'm telling you, this guy played his ass off for us this year. He's going to be missed. It may not seem like it now, but he's going to get missed. So this season, I am with you. I felt like we punted on this season. Now, I hope the B is wrong as could be. But I don't think so. So that's why I'm kind of mid. But then I'm looking at it like, yo, I'm a team guy first. I always root for teams. I don't root for individual players. And I'm like, well, you can't keep yielding power to LeBron because even though he is still the man, he's not the guy anymore. Age is going to catch up with him, and you do need to look at the onset of moving forward. Now, my confusion was, Big V, I thought that was going to be with Anthony Davis and building around him. That's what I thought. And we're talking about AD. The LeBron effect, to me, is real because certain times, man, you could tell he'll get hurt, he'll get banged out, and he wouldn't want to play through it. And LeBron got him right. Like, LeBron got yo, man, look, if you could play. If you don't. But, man, if you could play, we need you out here. This is that championship mentality that we have. I'm hoping that that is the case for Luka. But here's the deal. He only got 2 years left, including this year. So really a year and a half. Luka does, right? And so we're going to assume, obviously, LeBron's going to play this season. He's non-committal on next year, but I think he's going to play next season. So being that LeBron is, quote unquote, his basketball idol, quote unquote, maybe LeBron can get him right. But here's why I get concerned with in the deal of moving forward, Big V. When LeBron James retired, then what? Oh, no, you got Luka. I ain't talking about that. I know we got, or do we? Do we know? Is he going to resign? We don't know that. We do not know that, right? That is not guaranteed. I hope it happens. There's a whole bunch of assumptions being made that he's going to resign, but we don't know. He could mess around. He was traded. He Dallas cost him like $100 million. He cannot sign the Supermax. He can't. We don't have his bird right. So that's gone. That's done. Who's to say that, you know what, man? I'm cool with LA, but this ain't where I really wanted to go. This could just be pillow talk. This could just be him saying the right thing because I saw what he posted on IG. I heard the press conference and all that stuff. He's saying the right thing, but you tell me, name me one superstar, which he is, that didn't ultimately want to choose where they wanted to go. Now, we don't know that he's going to resign, and my deal is too. Man, listen, I've had big brother influences my whole life by the grace of God. I never had that true older brother by blood, but I've always had OGs that was like good 5 to 8 years older than me to be like, yo, man, yo, dog, you need to slow down. Yo, dog, oh, you want to get her hurt, man? You need to flip it like this. Where you going at it, man? You da. And then when the big homie, as I call them, when they're kind of out the door, you hear them, but they're not really there to kind of poke you with that pitchfork to kind of stay on track. That's why it's going to be interesting what happens with AD when he goes to Dallas, if or when he gets his next injury. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Luka when LeBron is out the door. And you can't tell me what to do. You're right. He is a defensive liability. And we let our two greatest guys on defense on our team out the door. So I'm again, I got a little bit more optimism than you do, but we ain't really too far off from one another, bro. We're not.
Man, you know, it's like you said, we don't know what he's gonna do. But you know what we know, Corey? We knew AD was leading us in points, rebounds, and blocks. We knew we was a couple games out of third place. We knew we had a chance to get that chip this year. And oh, by the way, you talking about marketer? Yo, Dwight Howard is available. He's available. He's still in great shape, by the way. He's
Mm,
available and in great shape.
mm.
And he helped us get a chip. Why wouldn't you go and get him a little 10-day contract, see what's shaking, how it work out, something like that? No,
Right.
this is
Right.
where our balls are missing because we dog, we would not be planning for a future. We win now. That is the Laker way. We win today.
Right.
Now, not 5 years from now, not after Bron retire. We want to see him Bron not right. Where is that Laker squad like that? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
We talking about we planning for after when Bron leave. No. Win today. Win today.
Right.
Tonight. Tonight. The championship is tomorrow. We winning tonight. That is the
We
Laker
historically been
way.
like that. You're right. We rarely ever built anybody through the draft outside of, Magic, and you can
Oh, and
argue
speak.
all
Oh,
those when he
and
played it.
speak of the draft. Gave away a 2029 first round pick. Watch that pick come bite us in the ass. We gonna be pied in 4 years from now. And that pick, I'm gonna bring that pick up. And I'm telling you, that first round 2029 pick is somehow, Corey. I promise you, I got a feeling, Corey. It is gonna come. I don't even know who coming out 2029, but I'm telling you, Corey, that first round pick, somehow, some way, is gonna come back to bite us in the ass. I know it. I know it.
We'll see. I'm surprised they didn't get more, to be honest with you. I'm really surprised.
I mean, you traded AD for Luka. You get everything. Oh, and to me, getting back to the trade, this makes the Mavs a even more competitor to me than maybe Denver is right now. I don't think people
Mm,
understand that.
right.
They
You,
already was loaded. That bench was already crazy. You add AD with Kyrie, who even know maybe Clay can get his shot going, you know what I mean, and do his thing once again. Who knows? I don't know, but nah, AD makes that team look a lot. Not that they weren't already good, but man, with the addition of AD, man, oh man, man, oh
the
man.
only thing we can hope with Dallas is that their chemistry will be off. That's the only thing, but I ain't holding my breath on that.
I listen. AD and Kyrie know each other from USA basketball and probably some more shit. I don't even know, but they have played USA basketball together. We know that. They know what to do. They know what to do. Us, I don't even like our starting five, Corey. It's over. It is over, bro.
It'll be tough, real tough.
Um, let's get into what Dennis Schroeder, what he compared the trade deadline to. Dennis Schroeder came out and said that the trade deadline is almost like slavery, Corey. That's what he said. He said that it is almost like slavery that these organizations get to just ship you off without your consent. Your free will is just taken, Corey, when they ship you off. Dennis Schroeder compared the trade deadline to slavery, Corey.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this, man?
Dennis Schroeder, man, to me, he's an airhead at best. Um, he's a knucklehead. Um, I don't really think he's capable of making great decisions. And I think that when you put a microphone in front of him, you deserve what you get. Now, I say all that to say this. He's not 100% off with what he's saying, but slavery is too strong of a word.
Crazy.
So when we grew up, everybody and their mama done seen Roots, and you learned about the slave trade and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't think of the trade deadline as slavery. I don't think of really any sport as slavery. I want to be crystal clear with that. I know this is gonna go out. But if I had to equate something close to slavery, it would be the combine, right? Because you got majority white folks sitting up in the room or sitting up in the stands, seeing
Okay.
how fast you could run a 440. Oh, well, you know what? We're gonna trade this guy, but we need a 6'5" rim protector with a wingspan of 7.2.
A Mandingo.
Man, bingo, right? And see, doing the slave trade, that's how the slave trade worked. The keyword trade. So I give Dennis a little bit of credit. Hey, what you got over there? Oh man, well, I got this big Negro named Johnny over here. He's bald. He keeps his head shiny though, but he could bench about daggone 300 something pounds. Do you got anything that need to be moved over there? Yeah, well, I got some women over here, man. They could cook pretty good, and they're kind of da 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 da. Well, you don't want old buddy over here because he's a little bit on the slow side, whatever. But he's nice, but you can't really get too much uses out of him. So you might need to put him down and put him on to the side, and stuff like that. So again, I see where he was trying to go at with it. And I do agree 3% of how players are evaluated, how they are sized, how they are measured physically. Like physically, you don't know anything about you don't know anything about their brain, anything. Or you're just looking at the measurables, as Big V would say. Pause. I need to pause that, so I'm just getting paused. But so I agree with that. Now, where my other 98% of him being silly come in is that last time I checked, slaves, they was getting restricted, beat with chains, getting their wives raped. In other words, contrary to what Kanye West would say, slavery was not a choice. These people enslaved don't have a choice. In the NBA, no, you may not at a specific time have a choice in where you get to go. But guess what? When you could re-up, you could get a no trade clause if you're good enough to do it. You could say, hey, I'm gonna force my way out. You see what Jimmy Butler trying to do. You saw what Paul George did when he was with OKC. You see it all the time where people force their way out. So it's not slavery, and you're getting paid bukus of bucks where you can set your family up generational wealth. So no, it's not slavery. So anybody who just gonna catch a little clip of what I said, where I agree with them, yes, 2% in regards to how you are evaluated or how you're sized up. But no, it ain't nowhere near slavery. Stop it.
You
Stop
know,
it.
he has to stop. Slavery was the wrong word. First and
It was
foremost,
definitely wrong.
wrong word. This is nowhere near slavery. Like you said, slaves didn't have a choice. Yo, you NBA players had a choice to sign that contract. The
Mhm.
end. The end. That's it and that's all. You want a contract, big dog. That's it and that's all. That's it. That's it. You signed the contract, yo. I don't want to hear you crying when the bread ain't there no more. You signed the contract. That's it and that's all. Because
And
it
you
was
know what?
good.
One thing I last checked, Big V, slavery, they ain't had no collective bargaining agreement. They ain't had no slaves union.
That they didn't have a no. You want to? We was talking about how it can be. You know, you might can see his point with the whole trade thing and exchange like that. Slaves didn't have a no trade clause.
Right.
I just want to put that out there.
And real quick, Big V, real quick, you know, a slave didn't turn down an $80 million offer from the Lakers when he went to Boston. So
You know what? I'm glad you said it because that's another reason why I need him to just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear from him again. I don't want to hear from a. I don't want to hear from a quote unquote slave that was offered $80 million. I
who
never
got
even
0 points in a playoff game.
right, dog. You bet on yourself and you missed out on $80 million. You haven't even been offered that much money ever again since that contract. We
Yeah.
told you then to sign it. We told you was the asshole for not signing it. No, I can't think of one slave, dog. One slave that was offered $80 million.
Nah.
Nah, it was some slaves that bet on themselves and tried to get away, like you
Yeah.
did. You know, you bet on yourself, but it didn't work out for you.
Yeah.
But this is nothing like slavery, dog. No, bad choice of words. Come on,
Right. Because when you
come
bet
on.
on yourself, man, you say I'm out, you're out, but you can still somewhat make up or rebuild. Slavery, if you try to break out, you get caught, they reeling you back in.
That's it.
Like, oh, but just go ahead and make it out here on your own, Mr. Henry. That ain't how that's gonna work. Like, no, you coming
No,
back.
you're coming back. You're coming back. You pause. You're coming back. You just are. You know what I mean? Yo, we got some time left. We may have to skip the what the hell segment because Corey, we got
Okay.
to get into these Super Bowl predictions. It's the Super Bowl week, Corey. What's up? Pew, pew, pew. Yes, yes, it is the Kansas City Chiefs against the Philadelphia Eagles, as we predicted. We already knew. We caught on this podcast that was probably. I think with anyway. I don't know. I know. We said we couldn't bet against. You know what I mean? The boys, Patrick Mahomes and them, but nonetheless, we are here now. My wife is a diehard Eagles fan. She is hyped for this game. My mother is a diehard Chiefs fan. She used to be.
Mm.
She was a Redskin fan. She died off of them when they changed the name to the Commander. She cannot support
Oh,
the name change. She understands why. She gets
okay.
why. She just don't like it. She just don't like
This
it.
doesn't work.
It doesn't work with her as a
Real
sportsman.
quick, do you think now what about so I know she didn't like the Redskins. What did she like the football team? I think they should have
She
just
was a fan. No, no, she was a fan of the Redskins as an
yeah.
organization. When they
Okay.
switched and went to the Commanders, she don't like the Commanders as a sports name, so she's not rocking
But
with
what
them.
about they had like a brief 2 or 3 year period where they was called the Washington football team. How did you feel about
She
that?
liked the Washington football team. After they
It was-
changed that, I
okay.
thought it was a strong name too. I thought it was a strong name.
Oh,
After they switched from the Washington football team, she fell off. Said, "Nah, I can't take this. They're doing too much." You know what I
respect.
mean? Let alone she didn't rock with your boy Dan Schneider either when she got
Yeah.
hip up what he had going on. You know what I mean? Um, Corey, I can't lie. I'm gonna put some money down on Sunday. I'm gonna put some
Oh,
money down on Sunday. I'm stepping out. I'm gonna put some money down on Sunday. I think Underdog Fantasy got a little gimme pick where Patrick Mahomes has to throw for like a yard. I'm gonna take that bet, and I'm gonna do so. I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit more betting too. I'm a bet. I think I'm a bet of the winner of the game. I'm gonna go Chiefs. I'm gonna go 24-17, Corey. That's who I got. I'm sorry, baby. I know we are a part-time Philadelphia Eagles household, but betting wise, I gotta say Kansas City 24-17. What are your thoughts, Corey?
Man, my thoughts is I'm with you. To bet against Kansas City at this point is borderline idiotic. If you're
Yes.
just for a good game, I'm sure that you being a fan of Philadelphia. I think this is similar to a boxing match where they just Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, look, you could argue that the refs are what they are, biased or not biased. Look, LeBron gets calls, Jordan got calls, Kobe got calls. That
Yeah.
just you have to. Philly is going to have to take this away from them. Don't leave it up to the refs, because again, I'm not about to nowhere near like I've been seeing the deal this week where Kansas City the villains. I guess it depends on who you ask. They're not villains to me, even though they kicked the 49ers time part twice, in the Super Bowl. They're just damn good.
Yeah.
Um, and look, do calls go their way? Yeah, they do. They do. But I don't think it's a conspiracy in that regard.
Yeah.
Um, you again, I'm just gonna say it till I'm blue in the face. Don't leave it up to the refs because any daggone play that you looked at, especially during the AFC against Buffalo, you could go back and look at things that Buffalo should have done better. That shouldn't have been left. The refs ain't caused the tight end to drop that ball when Josh Allen script like that. That won't the refs, bro. That could have kept the drive going. Who knows what would have happened? I'm not saying Buffalo would have won, but that would have kept that drive going. So we don't never know. Don't leave it up to the refs. If I got to put money down, I might hit up ESPN bet. I might,
Mm-hmm.
I might drop a nice crisp $2, on it, and it's going to be for the Chiefs. And I know that I'm probably not going to make no money. And I don't even know what the spread is. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Because I know we got to wrap real quick. That Travis Kelce guy, Mr. Taylor Swift, this guy been pretty quiet, man, during this whole playoffs.
Mm.
So this Xavier Worthy guy, he been kind of quiet. This Juju Smith-Schuster guy, he been kind of quiet, man. They've been making it work. Out of those three, one of them is due for a hell of a game. It's just the way it rolls. And I'm not sure who it is, but I got to go with the Chiefs, man. And it hurts my soul to say that they're good. They're not villains to me like the Patriots are. I mean, I haven't heard any spy gates, deflate gates, or anything. Refs, you can always argue the refs, but you can argue that with any team, dog. I could put the refs on the what the hell segment daggone every week. That's not going to happen. So
Yeah.
I got the Chiefs.
I don't think the Chiefs have any Connor Stallions. I just don't. You know what I mean? I just don't. You know what I mean?
Salute, kind of making the stallion salute, big homie. Yeah. Forgot about my man. Kind of making the stallion, my man.
Yeah.
My man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yo, man, shout out to everybody that be tapping into the Zone Sports Podcast, with you watching the whole show on YouTube, but just catching the clips when we drop them on YouTube or our social media. We appreciate y'all, man. You know what I mean? Y'all been hitting me up a lot, especially since the little North Carolina clips been circulating, man. Been getting a lot of people hitting me up saying, yo, man, that conversation y'all had on the show was spot on about North Carolina. A lot of feedback off that, man. Salute, salute, salute. You know what I mean? Corey, I'm gonna holler at you next week after this big showdown. You know what I mean? The Super Bowl Sunday. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hit you up and send you my spread of what I'm gonna have. I'm having something nice. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For nobody but me and the fam. Nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna definitely send you a photo, man. You know what I mean?
Word up.
Everybody, hope y'all be safe. But y'all know how we end this thing, right? Peace.